Comfortable? Ready? Great. Right. Time. Hi. We talk about coffee. It's a very unique and complex product. Its aroma, flavor, and sensation speaks to people and draws us to falling in love. Much like what happened to me during my first encounter with coffee. And now as a barista, my role is about how to bring the coffee to the next level in reaching its full potential. So today, I'll be focusing to emphasize the potential of the coffee that I'll be serving you by playing around with two technical aspects that I manipulate. Before we talk more about the aspect, allow me to introduce you to the coffee I'm bringing with me. The coffee I'm presenting today is a wash process geisha. It's from Colombia. It was produced by Rigoberto and his family in a farm called Cerro Azul. So the farm itself is located on foothill between both faces of the Pacific Ocean at an altitude of 1,700 to 2,000 meters above sea level. For wash process coffee, this one is quite unique because before it washed, some processes were done almost without water, including the pulp and dry fermentation in a tank for 18 to 19 hours. When it's done, the coffee is washed, then mechanically dried with controlled temperature to 38 to 40 degrees Celsius until it reaches 10.5% moisture content. So all of those variables were meant to bring more aroma and complex flavor from this Cerro Azul. So as for the roasting, it was roasted for 9 minutes and 30 seconds with 20% development time. Roasted at low initial temperature to bring more aromatics of jasmine and intense orange flavor. To highlight the sweetness, the roasting time has been extended to around 2 minutes after first crack with finish temperature at around 190 degrees Celsius. So these profile increase its solubility that make me easier to extract all the potential from this amazing Cerro Azul. Alright, to start, the first beverage I'll be serving you today is gonna be your espresso. Before that, I'll be preparing some espresso for my milk beverage to cool down the temperature a little bit. Then infusing these ingredients with my espresso for my signature beverage. And I'll be back to you in just a second. Thank you guys. Alright, now going back to the technique I've talked about earlier. This Cerro Azul has a beautiful aroma and complex flavor. But in order to serve you a different experience of drinking espresso from wash process geisha, I've discovered two technical aspects that help me to maximize another potential of this coffee, which is sweetness and texture into the final cup. And the first technique I'll be using, I call it dual grain size. As you can see in the booklet in front of you, that I'm playing around with finer and coarser of the espresso grind size. For the finer one, I set it to 1.5 in this particular EK, allowing me to extract higher at around 23%, which will create more of sweetness and tactile, but less of acidity. So for the coarser one, I set it to 3-step coarser, which give me a little bit lower extraction at around 20%. They will create more of aroma and also acidity, but less of sweetness. So instead of aiming for setting in between those grand size and not getting even both components, I'm blending these two grand size into the portafilter. So by using 20 grams in, which consists of 15 gram finer and 5 gram coarser, extracting to 40 grams out with approximately 25 to 27 extraction time, and the temperature of the machine is set to 92 degrees Celsius. So this technique gives me 21% extraction yield, allowing me to extract more sweetness, avoid sharpness of the acidity, ensuring me that both brand styles will complement each other and give the best possible flavor experience for you to enjoy this espresso. This technique also makes me realize how small factor can bring huge difference into the results. Then for the next technique I'll be using is the aeration process. It's kind of process that introduces air into the liquid in order to remove dissolved gases. In this case, carbonic acid. As we know that carbonic acid will most likely present unsmooth texture, also muted flavor in our espresso. And today, for my espresso, I'm using the tools that really works well in the wine industry to remove dissolved gases. It's called aerator. So aerator helped me to introduce air into my espresso that will reduce the carbonic acid's weaker, creating a better tactile experience, increase the flavor quality, giving a smoother texture, as well as pleasant finish. So these two also cools down the temperature to 70 degrees Celsius for your optimum sensory experience. So for this aerated espresso, please look for the jasmine, refreshing navel orange, cherry, peach reduction. This coffee has a medium acidity, high sweetness, medium weight, juicy mouthfeel, smooth texture, and lingering to finish. So I'm pouring this coffee to the aerator. Right. This coffee is amazing. I hope you guys enjoy this coffee as much as I do. And I've prepared the pestle in front of you. That's for you, the spoon. Please enjoy. It's for you. Enjoy. And this is for you. Enjoy. Alright, you guys ready for the next beverage? For my milk beverage, please look for the notes of orange ice cream, vanilla milkshake, and butterscotch. In this beverage, I'll be focusing to highlight the sweetness by using 120 ml cup, which consists 1 part espresso and 3 parts milk. Please enjoy. You're welcome. For its base, instead of using a dual grind size, I'm using only the finer grind size with a recipe of 20 grams in and 30 grams out. This will create more viscosity and highlighting the orange sweetness. Also, I did natural aeration for this milk. By giving a resting time earlier, they will result and reducing the carbonic acid naturally. Enjoy. Also lowers the temperature to 55 degrees Celsius. With both temperature of the espresso and milk in equilibrium, the milk beverage I'm serving you today will be more balanced and just at the right temperature for you to enjoy. Alright, there you go. Enjoy. You guys good? Great. For my signature beverage, could you guys flip over the booklet for me, please? Thank you. Yeah, amazing. In this beverage, I'll be focusing to highlight every good component I found in this Zero Azul. That's not only come from its variety, but also from few aspects that help to maximize the quality. And for the main ingredients is 4 shots of Zero Azul's espresso I made using only the coarser grind size to focus on its aromatics quality, with a recipe of 20 grams in and 50 grams out. But the downside of this recipe, I might be lose some flavor, sweetness, and complexity. But to bring back them together, I've prepared some ingredients that will enhance all of those components into this beverage, and also using the method that represent the technical aspect I used for my previous beverage. Alright, to bring back the sweetness and flavor that were developed by roasting process, I choose peach reduction. Reduction has a similar concept on enhancing the natural sweetness and flavor from this particular fruit. And I made these ingredients using 1 part peach, 2 parts water, boiled for 10 minutes with low heat, then strain it out. So I'm adding into this beverage about 20 ml. This also elevates the start sensation of my signature beverage. So next, to maximize the intensity of flavor, also the aroma, I have prepared 2 different ingredients that I infused along with my espresso earlier. I also replicate the dual process technique in order to control the flavor intensity of each extracted ingredient. Representing the finer one, 3 grams of pineapple that has been freeze-dried, then crushed into a smaller size in order to get a natural sweetness, also intense flavor from these ingredients. But what's unique about these ingredients, it will transform its flavor into the orange sensation in my signature beverage. On the other hand, 2 grams of dried jasmine buds, which has a bigger size than pineapple, so similar to the coffee. This will create a flavor of jasmine in this beverage without being too overwhelming. And I choose the AeroPress to quickly filterize all of these ingredients because it helps up pressure. So don't worry, I will break the table. Give me a second, thank you. Alright, things up here, right? Cool. Final move is to balance all the ingredients together. 5 ml of orange blossom honey. This will also increase the viscosity and complexity of my signature beverage. And last but not least, to represent the aeration process, I'm going to aerate all of these ingredients together by using a hand blender for a few seconds. So this is another way to introduce air into this beverage in order to get a similar effect on creating smooth texture in this beverage for you to enjoy. And I'm serving this beverage using a frozen brandy glass filled with ice to rapidly chill these ingredients without diluting it. This glass also helps you to gather the aroma to the nose and taste a better texture in your mouth. So to enjoy, swirl for a few times and hold it from the bottom. Inhale the jasmine aroma. Then you might take a sip. First sip, you will experience the thick mouthfeel, that's smooth. There you go. And after that, take another sip to enjoy the refreshing peach, cherry, orange, and caramel finish. All right, thank you guys for your time and time. Huh?
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Give everything in a simple coffee cup.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee. We really think like coffee to be able to gather all these nice farmers together and also provide such great trip.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fantastic trip.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to World Barista Championship 2018 here in Amsterdam. From home, thanks for watching, and everybody here, I hope you're having a great time. At least I am.
Yeah, for sure. That was a great round of competitors. Let's start by putting your hands together for clapping for representing for Hong Kong, Chun Pan Wong. Very well, Chun. How do you feel that you did?
I feel it's good.
You did a great job representing Yemen coffee, too?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you.
You had mentioned this during your performance that you had attempted to go to Yemen to visit.
Yeah.
What happened? Why weren't you able to go to Yemen?
Actually, I want to source a special lots for this competition, but it's still on board, and missile strike is very standard. So many people told me, maybe after you think about it, you decide by yourself.
Yeah.
So finally, I didn't go to there.
Yeah, that's okay, but you represented Yemen coffee here very well today. Is there anyone that you want to thank either here with you or back home?
I want to thank my girlfriend, my team, Patrick, my boss, and Hidden. Yeah.
Well done. One more round of applause, please. Representing Hong Kong, Chun Pan Wong.
Thank you.
Thank you for passing the microphone, because next to you is standing Coulter Road from Canada. Can I get an applause for him, please? Cole.
Hi.
You seem like you enjoyed yourself here.
Yeah, that was actually fun.
Yeah? I can see, and you told me you've been in coffee for 10 years.
Just about 10 years, yeah.
But please, tell me your age.
26.
That's amazing. Why? How did you end up in coffee?
A lot to do with my brother, wherever
Where is
he
he?
is. He started the company, I joined in looking for a job, and I fell into the rabbit hole, if you will. So.
We all know how it feels. Yeah. And I can see that you started one business, or at least your brother maybe, and now it's 7.
Yeah, we have 7 cafe locations.
That's amazing. I admire that. And next to the 7 cafes, how do you make it possible to compete in a competition like this?
So it puts a lot of stress on the rest of the team, because I kind of, step away a little bit from the business, and we've got an amazing team back home that's really been holding down the fort. And I only had 2.5, just about 3 weeks to prep between nationals and now, so it was just 3 really intensive weeks.
Yeah, did you change quite a bit from your Canadian national presentation to what we saw today?
I changed the whole thing.
Yeah. All right.
In 2.5 weeks.
Pack it all into 2 and 3 weeks, right? Just why not?
It's been a long couple of weeks.
Where are your cafes located in Canada?
They're all in Calgary. Calgary, Alberta.
Yeah. Anyone that you want to thank here with you today or back home?
My